don't think you're gonna be able to just say, oh, magically, it's gonna be 8
All right.
months instead of 15 or 18.
June 30th to 28th.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
2028.
28th.
I
June
think the
30th,
idea
28th.
was that once you hire a consultant, they will help you figure out the timeline from kickoff to completion. But
But we shouldn't just make up something.
we shouldn't make up something, so I don't think ideally, I'm sorry Tom, I understand the passion and motivation, but this is a master plan for land use. I think it will be at least spring of 2028.
So we can still call it the 2027, we're starting in
Right, we're starting in
2027.
2027.
We'll just plan that out when we get that far.
Right.
I've had VPs come down on me hard for not meeting the date.
You're reminding me when I used to work, and I'd have an equipment launch, it'd take 12 months, and say, you gotta pull it ahead, pull it ahead.
Yeah.
It's like telling my wife, don't deliver at 9, let's deliver at 6.
Yeah, well,
There's certain things that are, you
Nope,
can't change.
non-negotiable.
Oh,
Okay, put down June 30th, 2028. In the meantime, before our next meeting, please look at the RFP list, and if you have something that is not on that list, we can add it at the next meeting. I'd like to codify it a little more before our next meeting.
I'm sorry, what is the list?
Between September and October, board approves the request. Accessory dwelling units, public lands, the things we would want the consultants to look at.
So aren't we hiring, is this before the master plan? Because
Yes.
we're hiring them to do the master plan, which has certain
Well,
sections.
they're gonna audit.
Maybe we should talk about what we want them to do, because I think they can help us a lot.
That's why we're starting now.
Yeah,
Because
so-
in the spring, goals, responsibilities, and timeline.
So I have a whole list of my proposals for what the planner could do with regard to the master planning process that are not specific topics, but throughout the whole process.
And that's.
So
that's
yes,
why.
I will share that based on what I did
That's-
before.
And please, in bullet points, like nice and easy to read. The longer the paragraph gets, the more my eyes get cross-eyed.
This seems like two different things. So how about,
Do you guys want to have a review team?
I have the RFP that Dexter Township gave, and when they hired Rader,
Oh, yeah.
Beckett Rader for their plan.
Okay.
I will give that to you, and I will give you my personal list based on my experience from last time.
Sounds
How's
good.
that? Okay. Because they gave it to me, so I'll
Oh,
give it to you.
okay.
I think with that, you probably also should talk about the steering committee's duties, role.
Yeah, we need to talk about the steering committee.
See that? It's up at the top. It says responsibilities.
Goals, responsibilities, and timeline
Right.
until master plan adopted. But so far, it goes just to the kickoff.
That's okay. We got time.
We
That's
got
why I'm
time.
putting it out there now.
It's in development.
This gets to be refined, we can add topics, we can take them off, we can change the titles of it. This was just throw it out on the desk and go, oh.
So what do you want us to do by next meeting?
I want you to think about all of those, including your, so we can refine this at our next meeting. Define those responsibilities. Does the steering committee, those responsibilities of the steering committee? And you were the one who put the steering committee in my brain. I hadn't even thought about it because you sent me that thing from Dexter.
From Dexter, but I never called them and asked them, like, well, what did the steering committee do versus what did I just got it from the master plan. So maybe someone, so their planning and zoning person,
Right.
someone could call them and ask them.
So typically, steering committees don't get deep into developing the master plan or the policy decisions. They're mostly just trying to make sure the master plan is on track and all the, like PDR and all those people have their marching orders, to the timeline and everything. So the steering committee is more of that kind of a role from what I've worked with other communities. But the actual policy making and everything else, it's they don't, like, how we do the text amendments, that's not what the steering committee does with the master plan. No, it doesn't. the text amendments, the review team kind of fine tunes, refines so that, it makes it easy for the planning commission. But the steering committee doesn't do that. They make sure that things are in place and,
What about something like housing?
all the stakeholders are,
Maybe we don't need a steering committee. Again, this was just,
Yeah.
it came from that Dexter thing, and it's like, well, do we want a steering committee? Maybe we don't.
would you like, maybe?
So the way we did it before, if we had a planner to help,
Well, Andrea was a lawyer.
I know, but so, I talked to Andrea and we made this list together of things that you or I or anybody else here would not have to do, that would go to the planner. But the thing that took a lot of time, Andrea said, was getting ready for, getting the survey ready, and the planner could help with that, and getting the input from the community, organizing that, and then coordinating with the other groups. Like when we had a section and we sent it to the PDR committee, usually I went to the PDR committee because there were maps in the section and I answered any questions about the maps. There's just a lot of coordination.
Right.
And I was thinking maybe some of that could happen in the steering committee.
Okay.
Or what about housing? If we have to talk and put certain things about housing, maybe the steering committee could do the coordinating. If we needed guidance from the board, we could say, please give us guidance. For the capital improvement section, that could be also the board. I don't know. So there might be some things where it can be sort of parsed off.
I would also need some guidance as how you see me in the process. That way I can, be of some use if you see.
Can I inject something just for a minute? It's 10 o'clock and we need to vote to continue.
Yeah. We should form a little committee to do this because we have so many ideas. Yeah. Or,
What about us? Three.
okay, done.
Ready? Great. And we have one real quick thing. The other two are easy. Do you really want to vote or?
I'm just throwing it up because it's in the bylaws. That's the only
It's
reason
late.
I brought it up.
It is late, it is late.
That's the only reason I brought it up.
Three.
I think this is the first time planning has gone longer than 4.
Could be.
So, it's been a while.
Real
It's-
quick.
Since I've been on.
Okay,
It's been a while, but
We'll blow through these last two and then three, unless the people want to come up. We had added a lighting nuisance. One of our residents has brought up an issue concerning a lighting issue. It's come up apparently in 2 other cases that have not been followed up on. So the people who have agreed, when I contacted them, or they were in the meeting, to talk about it were Paul and Julie and Sri.
You talk about what?
Lighting nuisance.
Awesome.
So guys, enjoy. Anybody want to say? Huh? I didn't even give myself a light shade. Anybody want to comment on that anymore? Okay. Potential meeting dates for next year.
So I put that together because
Last year, there was a confusion about third Wednesday or the Wednesday after board meeting. So I put those dates together. I gave a heads up to Elena because she'll be the one putting the dates together for the board. And then I told her that if you are good with it, I'll share that with her so that she can add the thing.
I didn't see any conflicts when I went through it.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Next meeting's agenda.
yes,
Everybody?
that's what I was waiting for.
Oh, okay.
We just kept saying next meeting for everything.
So,
hold on. So April and July, the board meeting is on the 21st?
oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
so we're not the third,
We're the third Wednesday after the third
Third
Thursday,
Thursday,
Tuesday.
right.
So we always follow the board meeting intentionally for our bylaws.
you okay?
Yes, I just making sure we were right, yes, thank you.
Next meeting agenda. I have bylaws draft.
Is that the highest priority?
No,
No,
bylaws,
I
it's
didn't.
not bylaws draft, it's just,
Minutes.
just general discussion, but not high priority.
So discussion.
Maybe,
It sounds like we might have a whole lot of things on
right,
there.
maybe, do we want to go in the same order, Tom? Just a recommendation, like old business, what do we want
Sure.
in old business?
Well, I was just writing them down as we went through them. I
Right.
didn't have any particular order. But old business, yeah, we'd be back to small solar.
We can do that.
Annual report?
Well, it would be ready before then, I hope. If you guys are okay going after the March meeting, we didn't last year, we had it before, but,
But
I'll-
you
I'll
still have
remember.
to discuss the goals before you can send it to the board.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so. annual report.
Data centers are back on, or are
No,
we
you
waiting
moved
for
it
the
on
board?
to board, right?
Okay, yes.
That's gone to the board.
So we don't need that right now. Do you think large solar will be,
You can probably just do the moratorium discussion part of it, right? Whether we need a moratorium or not.
I don't know. To me, we have to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know, we decide. Is that a higher priority, or is it the land division? Didn't you guys say you'd have something in writing? Or no?
well, the committee just got
No, I don't
established
think,
tonight.
I still need to get a draft to the review team. Once they get it,
Then we can do
I
the solar. Can we meet and come back with something?
We definitely meet, I wanna meet that person who.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna do the small solar, we might as well do this large scale at the same time.
So the large would be new business.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
But we're not discussing any draft, we're just discussing
No.
the recommendation to board.
Yeah. And there were like 3 points that brought us in the moratorium.
And
What's wrong with you?
The standards of review, standard review
We
questions.
haven't gotten to that yet.
we haven't gotten to
We
that.
haven't started.
We still need to meet, the review team needs to
Yeah.
meet.
Did you have land division on there, you said, or no?
We can do another review team update. I'll try to get a draft to the review team and then provide an update to the planning commission. So that could be a discussion.
Oh, we have maybe annual report something, or not annual report, master plan, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Sounds like a lot here.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that requires
yeah.
three meetings with 3 different people, so I think,
So maybe,
what's the,
that's not a, what's the most important?
land division and master plan works more important.
Well, the land division, we sort of almost had it drafted out. It felt pretty good to me.
We only discussed one item and then gave me some direction on what you want me to do, but
Well, we only had a, there's, what, 1 or 2 people
There's-
that are in the land division issue we're affected by right now.
no, we don't have, the board didn't adopt any moratorium on land division, because there were some, there were some legal concerns raised for adopting a moratorium.
Then let's do the master plan planning and then do land division next.
So I will, yes, I think I'll still try to schedule a review team meeting and provide them a draft so that the land division is still going.
Okay,
It may not be ready for planning commission, but we will work on
that's
it.
fair. Anything else we missed?
We gonna meet
I
on
think we
lighting,
reached the,
we gonna meet on lighting spree between now and the next meeting? I'm not saying to put it on here, but
yeah, we can meet, but I don't think none of those will be ready for the planning commission.
Thank you. Public comment, 3 minutes.
You waited, you may as well.
No,
It's up to you.
I wasn't going to.
thanks, Jeff.
I'm Sabater.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine started 15 minutes ago.
This is for you though, really, it's for you. So you were wondering about how you can see the solar panels on the roof and on the ground. Yeah, it's true, you can. The solar panels on the roof tend to blend in more than they do on the ground. So they do, but you can still see them. I mean, I see a lot. I just have awareness, right? So I can see them, but when there's a ground mounted array, it's blatant compared to what's on the roof. So, you asked, I answered. Thank you.
Any other public comment at this point? Thank you.
Take them home.
Information items and correspondence. I only have one, and I meant to bring it up earlier, but I forgot. All you guys get sometimes. This is the steering committee that Webster Township has. It's in the Sun Times from whatever date it
To
is.
supplement their master plan.
January 20, 2025. Yep,
On emerging issues.
correct. But they include 2 township residents, independent thinkers. So I'm just saying, we're not locked into any particular form or format. Anybody else have any correspondence?
And the MTA meeting on March 17th is
Yes.
the one.
If anybody wants to go up to Lansing for the day, it's the MTA annual outlook meeting.
Wait, isn't that the board meeting? March
Yeah.
17th?
It might be.
It is.
Oh, but we,
Because we're the 18th.
but we
I might as well make a whole day of it.
yeah. But anyway, Jeff and I are going up for the day.
I
I
would
think
recommend-
George was up there last year.
And you
And
come
you
back
get
to
to meet with the
discuss
legislators,
budget.
so seriously, if, the reason that I think it's great this year is because of this data center crap. And it's like, we sit and have lunch with a state representative or legislators, go, hey, by the way, if you're reading this, like, where do we go from here?
I see that today, so it's like it'd be recorded and.
It's recorded, I downloaded the attachment and I'll send it out.
Is it available for the training session where we can hear it?
I think it should be.
It's probably, yeah, the guy,
Move to adjourn.
get a motion to adjourn. Anybody?
Second.